they're off. Over an extended 2 miles, and there's already a good 12 lengths between front to back. In the Mike Harrison 70th birthday handicap hurdle, as Bowmore takes an uncontested lead to the first of the 8 flights. Take It Easy and Indemnity are keeping tabs with the leader. Chaos Control settles in 4th, with Vasito, Forget the Way, and to a bigger degree Parc d'Amour settled well off the pace as they head into the first right-hander. Bowmore takes them into it 3 lengths clear of Indemnity on the inside of Take It Easy. Chaos Control is in touch, a break of 3 or 4 lengths to Forget the Way and Vasito, and a further 3 lengths back to Parc d'Amour in rear as they begin the descent to the home straight on the first occasion. Bowmore is the leader, the field becoming quite well grouped up now. On the run down to the second flight, Indemnity just over a length down in second, with Take It Easy and Chaos Control in 3rd and 4th. There's no breaks in the field now. Forget the Way and Vasito, and finally Parc d'Amour as Bowmore leads them over the second. Took It Well, Indemnity in second, and then Take It Easy on the outside of Chaos Control, coming over flight number 3. Bowmore, Indemnity, Take It Easy, Chaos Control, Vasito, Forget the Way, and finally the nose-banded Parc d'Amour as they race up in front of the enclosures. So Bowmore, who settled well in front, will lead them out into the country with a circuit to go. Indemnity sits a close second. Chaos Control moving through on the inside of Take It Easy to just nose into 3rd going into the next right-hander. Forget the Way is within 4 lengths of the leader now, racing in 5th place with Vasito for company, and Parc d'Amour continues to be held up last of all. Down the side, Bowmore and David Bass, tracked by Indemnity under Harry Cobden. Chaos Control in 3rd as they level off to the first of the 3 hurdles on the back straight, the pace beginning to lift. Bowmore took that really well in front of Indemnity, and then Take It Easy and Chaos Control and Forget the Way and Vasito, and finally Parc d'Amour as they jump the middle flight on the back straight. Bowmore over it in front by a couple of lengths to Indemnity, another couple back to Chaos Control, the inside of Take It Easy. Forget the Way, who'd now be 7 lengths off the leader, is next. Then Vasito as they jump the 3rd from home. Back marker remains Parc d'Amour, who's about 8 lengths behind the front-running Bowmore. Jumping done in the back straight, they're about to head into the turn. It's Bowmore tracked by Indemnity with Chaos Control and Take It Easy rounding out the leading quartet. Then Forget the Way and Vasito, and finally Parc d'Amour. And now they're about to make the run down towards the home straight. Bowmore continues to lead. Indemnity keeping close tabs, just a length and a half down in second. Chaos Control a similar margin away in 3rd. Take It Easy as a half length back. Forget the Way's been pushed by Alex Chadwick off the home turn. Likewise Vasito under Aidan Weaver. Parc d'Amour is trying to improve on the inside, but Bowmore and Indemnity have gone clear as they race inside the final 3 furlongs. Bowmore tracked by the strong travelling Indemnity. They've broken 7 or 8 lengths clear as they come over 2 out. Bowmore and Indemnity land up sides, well clear of Chaos Control. Vasito Forget the Way as they arrive at the final flight. Bowmore's headed at the last by Indemnity as they settle down on this long run in. Indemnity now moves a half length up on long-time leader Bowmore and now starts to stretch his advantage. It's a landmark winner in the UK for Harry Cobden as Indemnity wins smoothly. In second place was Bowmore, long gap to Vasito in 3rd. Parc d'Amour stayed on to be a never dangerous 4th.
A landmark success for Harry Cobden, 1,000 UK successes. The 1,000th was on Indemnity in our previous race. Many, many congratulations, Harry. How does that feel, getting to 1,000 UK wins?
It's been a long couple of weeks actually. We were on 999 a few weeks ago, and I thought I'd do it at the first Chepstow meeting there, and it's had to wait a little bit, but yeah, delighted to do it. Obviously something I wanted to do this season, so yeah, very, very pleased.
on the run up to this landmark, have you been reflecting on your career, the highlights of them? Jockeys don't always like to pinpoint one, but is there 2 or 3 that have stood out for you?
Oh, obviously the big days have been unbelievable. Early on in my career, a couple of Tophams on Ultra Gold. They were pretty special. My first grade Renault Irving and Clanders Oboes and Politlog winning a Tingle Creek, and Surname was one of the best horses I've ever ridden. So yeah, I've had an unbelievable 10 years really, and you obviously can't do it without the owners, the trainers, the staff, and there are so many people to thank along the way. But you know, the majority of my winners has come from Paul Nichols and his team there at Ditchit, so I'm very, very grateful for all their support. And you know, Paul's given me some amazing days, and we've had a lot of fun along the way. So hopefully we're only halfway there, and we can keep it going and keep the ball rolling. But you know, there's so many things to talk about. You know, I wouldn't be a jockey without my parents and Ron Hodges, and you know, he was the person that really got me into racing, got me into pony racing. He was the person that probably inspired me to do what I've done. So yeah, it's been incredible, and I can't thank all the people that have helped me along the way.
What were your memories of Ron Hodges' tutelage then?
Well, I started riding out for Ron when I was 9 years old, and you know, he was very good to me. His wife used to cook me breakfast every morning I was there, and you know, I wasn't just the boy that came riding out. I felt like part of the family, and you know, they made me so welcome, and probably fueled the love to be a jockey and try and ride in a race. Well, it's probably lead one up at the time, let alone actually ride one. But yeah, I couldn't have done it without all those people along the way, and tremendously grateful. And I've probably missed a lot of important people out, but they know who they are.
It can be an obsessive game, and you've got to be obsessive to reach these landmarks. But to what extent does your farming hobby, so to speak, how much does that give you balance and perspective?
Yeah, well, the racing pays the farming, but you know, the farming helps me because you know, when things aren't going quite right, it sort of takes you away from the racing scene and makes you look at it from a different perspective. But you know, at the end of the day, I suppose I'm very much a jockey, and the racing is the important thing in my life at the moment, and something that I really want to do well in. And I'm in a lucky position where I've got lots of nice horses to ride, and I suppose over the last few years I've started riding for lots of other people as well. So yeah, I'm tremendously lucky in the respect to have the farm to not fall back on, but to sort of do, especially in the summer as well when I'm not racing that much. I'm farming every day, but yeah, very much looking forward to this season now, and hopefully we can do well.
Yeah, and horses like this, I mean, a word on Indemnity, it'd be remiss not to give him a bit of the spotlight here, because it was a lovely watch, really, the way that you came back on the bridle. How big a thrill was that?
Oh, he's a marvellous little horse, and I'm sure there's much more to come from him. Delighted to ride another winner for Emma Lavelle, because she's been a good supporter of mine over the last few years as well, and I think he's a horse that's definitely going to step up in grade, and wouldn't surprise me if he had a nice handicap in him somewhere.
You know what I'm going to say? Here's to the next 1,000.
Sam Twiston-Davis just said, I walked in there and I said, 3,000 to go, and he said you'd be lucky to have another 3,000 rides. He's probably right.
Keep enjoying it nonetheless. Well done, Harry.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Well done. Yeah.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.